Gerald Cipolla of the Cipolla Law Group. The Cipolla Law Group is an immigration law firm, and today I'd like to talk about deferred action, or particular for the dreamers out there. So dreamers are basically childhood arrivals into the United States. Back in roughly 2013, President Obama implemented a program called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. So in this segment, I'd like to give an overview of what Deferred Action of Childhood Arrivals is. It's otherwise known as DACA. It's just sort of an overview. In another video, we're going to talk about the current state of DACA. It's a very hot topic right now. And then in a third video, we're going to talk about some options for dreamers. So, what is DACA? Well, it's basically for dreamers. What are dreamers? Dreamers are basically children that were brought here to the United States as children. They didn't have a say in it. Their parents or loved ones usually brought them here. Some came on their own, but they came here basically as children. To be eligible for DACA, you have to have been under the age of 31 as of June 15th of 2012. You had to have come to the United States before reaching your 16th birthday. Hence, you were a child when you came here. You've continuously resided in the United States since June 15th of 2007 to the present. You were physically present in the United States on June 15th, 2012. You had no lawful status on June 15th of 2012. You've currently obtained a high school degree or a GED, or you've served honorably in the United States Armed Forces. And you've never been convicted of a felony or a serious crime. So those are the requirements for DACA. But what is DACA? What's a dreamer? So a dreamer, as I said, is someone who came here as a child in the United States and they have no immigration status. DACA, on the other hand, is essentially deferred action. What is deferred action? It means basically deferred prosecution. It's not immigration status. It's basically putting a Band-Aid on someone's stay into the United States. It's some people are permanent residents, some people are citizens, some people have a non-immigrant status. DACA is none of those. It's basically saying, okay, you've registered with the government, we know you're here. Because you registered, we're going to give you employment authorization if you meet those criteria. But you don't have a pathway to citizenship, you don't have a pathway to permanent residency. We're just not going to deport you. We're not going to put you in removal proceedings. That's what DACA is. So it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's a Band-Aid, basically. It's a patch. And so, but it's an important patch for a lot of people because it's the difference from living in fear, which is what a lot of dreamers have to do. What's the fear of? Well, okay, your family's here, your life's here, came here as a child. Some people came here at the age of 6 months, 2 years. You don't know any other country. So most dreamers predominantly come from Mexico. But there are other countries, of course, where people have come here and they've overstayed their status, entered unlawfully. But coming here as a child, you may not have any family back in your home country. You may not have any friends back in your home country. Your life is here. You went to school here. You tried to work here. You just want to make your life here. You're essentially as American as apple pie. You're like any other kid out there, except, okay, you've graduated high school, now you want to go get a summer job, show proof that you can work. Where's your passport? Don't have it. You want to go apply to colleges, show proof. Don't have it. You just want to go get a job. You've graduated from college. You're able to somehow get through college. You want to go work. Can't do it. You want to go travel. You want to go see the world. Can't leave the U.S. So these are some of the struggles that dreamers face. Or what if you're in a speeding ticket and you're in the wrong place, right time? Can they deport you? you're living in the shadows there. Or what if you witness a crime? You want to call up law enforcement. You want to be a good, for lack of a better word, citizen, or at least a good Samaritan. You want to call law enforcement and help somebody. But how is that going to affect you? Or what if you want to go to a hospital or something like that? Usually they're safe places, but you never know. What if you get in an accident on the way, and law enforcement says, okay, where's your license? Oh, I don't have one. Okay, now you're driving without a license. What's your immigration status? Don't have it. It's okay, we're going to put you in removal proceedings. So that's some of the fears and the struggles that dreamers go through. So DACA was basically a Band-Aid on that. Didn't provide immigration status, but it provided sort of a patch, a layer of protection from being deported, and it also allowed for employment authorization. And didn't allow for travel. You had to apply for permission to travel, and we'll kind of get into that in another segment. But it allowed people to stay here legally, allowed them to work. Doesn't provide for a path to citizenship, but with some creative strategies, sometimes it can get to a path. And so recently the government did away with the DACA program, and we'll kind of get into some of those current developments and what that means. But for DACA, generally they give it for a couple years, and then you have to apply to renew it, basically show that you don't have any crimes or anything like that, and you're still eligible. And then they'll send you your employment authorization. You have to timely file. But they did away with that program. Maybe it's coming back, maybe it's not, maybe in a different form, and we'll get to that. So keep following our videos. Like us, subscribe to our YouTube, check us out on Facebook, send us your questions. We'd love hearing from you. Thank you.